You know what's the dumbest thing we keep saying over and over again for men in self-development is that nobody cares about how you feel. And it's that statement is so weird because it's like, since when do we care what other people think? Wasn't that the whole message? Stop caring what people think. The truth is that it's not that you what you feel doesn't matter, is that how you feel shouldn't change you. That's what it is. But we got to stop telling people that the emotions that they feel don't matter. And as men, we have to stop believing that because they said it doesn't matter, that it doesn't matter. How you feel matters, and the the perspective people have on it doesn't. But you for yourself, to have your own intellectual stability, need to stay present to the emotions. It's not about being numb to them. It's not about, you know, not uh, recognizing them or being aware of their presence, but it's to willingly and with awareness be there present with them to be able to process them. um, and so, because unless you understand that the stability itself, right, is the reason that you need to withstand whatever emotion you have, when you understand that that mental stability is actually what makes you valuable as a man, not the financial one. I mean, more importantly than the financial one, more importantly than the social one, but the mental stability that it offers you to be able to withstand an emotion for yourself and then for others is actually what is more important. And that's what people are trying to say. And I think that the way in which we say it is so weak that it distorts the message. The message is totally lost, right? And so yeah, it's just about being aware of that, because it is damaging, and it has the opposite return when we tell people that, you know, it's like first you're in pain, and then people tell you it doesn't matter. It's like, bro, how does that help? Who are you helping? Because clearly it's not working. All this way in which we keep constantly talking to men and telling them this, that, the other, isn't helping. And so there's all these layers to it. There's the first layer of saying, look, it's not because some dude or some guy has more things than you that their opinion is more valuable on all spheres. And we keep saying this over and over again. Sure, it is valuable, their perspective, when it comes to building more wealth, I guess, right? It is, sure, true. And if that's the number one goal that you put over anything else, then I guess then you should probably take that into consideration, what they have to say. But if you want to be just really with yourself, and for some people, as much as they try to apply the advice that they find online, it creates some bad outcomes. Some people fall into debt and take their life. Some people find the pressures of feeling like they're failures because they put the standard that they don't even believe in at such a level that they can't withstand the reality, right? And that's when it becomes important to sit and be like, yo, maybe this avenue for me isn't sustainable. Maybe that's not actually me to pursue this path and take this advice, because I feel even worse. And when you look at it like that, then you can take a moment, and you should be able to step back and be like, okay, what do I actually feel? What do I actually think about this? And to be able to have independent thinking from that. Because look, bro, the inevitable truth is that everybody in this world is making money off people like you and me not understanding how to deal with the emotion. You have one side that tells you that the emotions you feel are just bad, and you're bad, and you're evil, and pretty much that's it. So whatever you do, you're already, we don't want to hear it, blah blah. There's the other side that tells you that what you feel doesn't even matter. Um, and it's like, goddamn, like, bro, can a man just like, can a man just be? And so, that's the fundamental truth at the end, the reality of the self development sphere. And so, you don't want to be too soft, and you don't want to be too hard on yourself, but you need to be able to find that balance within yourself to be able to make clear decisions. Because unless there is some type of thinking, some type of, you don't have to think the whole time, but at least some type of clarity about who you are, where you want to go, and where do you find peace, where do you find, you know, um, resilience, or, you know, all these type of things, then how are you going to move the right way, right? You don't want to be 40, 50 and then realize, yo, what I was doing wasn't actually what I wanted to do, right? And so that's what I'm trying to say, is that out of all the advice outside that says all of these different things, it's not true. It's not true that the emotions don't matter. Is that you shouldn't change based on them. If you're angry, it shouldn't make you act out of character. If you're sad, it shouldn't make you act out of character. Blah 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 blah, right? At the same time, it's also not true that you're evil, that you're wrong for the things that you feel. Like I said, it just shouldn't make you act out of character. And so don't allow these people to tell you how you should feel. Whether it's another man, whether it's even me, or like somebody, or woman, or whatever. It's just like you find your ground within, and then you move how you want to move. But at the end of the day, bro, you end up meeting these people, even the ones that have everything that you think you want, and you're like, it's not all that, you know, it's not that crazy. I've sat in rooms with people that I thought were superhumans, and it's like, bro, what? I thought you guys had like everything figured out. I thought you guys had all the answers and blah blah blah, and you know, like could do some things that regular humans couldn't do, and it's really not that. And so this type of thinking also comes hand to hand with the whole thing about the detachment law that people talk about, right? And it's the ability to recognize that, you know, if you feel like you need these things, if you feel like they are necessary, then you're too attached and they will change you. And if your system feels like something is going to change you, you'll resist it. And so, yeah, don't allow people to tell you how you should feel. The way you feel matters. You need to be present with those feelings to be able to process them. And I just suggest that before you start, you know, doing something crazy, like such as taking advice from people, to find center within yourself and your own ground, to find clarity and then move with that. But at the same time, this is just another perspective. It's not to just accept it blindly, but to think about it. Because there's too much shaming people for shaming men. Nobody talks about the shame that we put on men for just basic emotions. Anyways, thank you for watching.